Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. The water, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone for teaching this truth time and time again, showing us to be men of the Lord. The water, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. I'm the brother Thahawam. Is going on a lesson to the spirit. So just for edification on all the things that are going around. It's just like as is the war drums, and a lot of prophecy has been going out, showing that it's a new spirit going on. It's a spirit that is different than it has ever been. The Lord is really destroying the council of Egypt and causing it to fail. And so, get into it. The Lord is visiting the place that we made. But I'm going to start with Isaiah chapter 19, verse 3. Verse 3. And I and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. Actually, I'm going to start up at 2. And I will set an Egyptian against an Egyptian, and they shall fight one against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So as is this what is? It is a ultimate civil war that is coming towards just these liberals, to the Babylonians, to the Russians, to everyone, Edomites against Edomites. Everyone's going against each other, from these from Republicans to Democrats. Look what they're to the Budweiser thing. The Lord really is visiting the place that He's made. He said, "Measure the time diligently." We'll get into it. That's not the point, but this is a spirit. I was gonna get in something, but I'm gonna start off with that. The Lord is really visiting this place that He has made. This is Second Ezra. I always read this out. Chapter 9, verse 1. He answered and he said, "Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when they see as the parts of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time within the highest will begin to visit the world which He made. Therefore, when they shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in this world." Look what's going on in France. If you didn't see, it is a new level. They've been protesting, but now it was they were building a wall blocking traffic, like a concrete building in the middle of the wall blocking traffic. It's getting violent in there. Uproars of the people. It is getting crazy, but it's all going in the spirit. Which is really what I got, because I got a couple articles of what's going on, because that 13 days of preparation, if you don't understand, it's a big thing, especially because even the new variant on the name they called it. So this is what the Lord is really showing this place. This is verse. I'm just go down to Isaiah chapter 19, verse 3. "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsels thereof, and they shall seek their idols and their charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to wizards." So what it is, that's what they're going to do. They're going to go back and stand by their enchantments they have. They've seen that Egypt is failed, and it's through. And what did the Lord say? Isaiah chapter 47, verse 12. "Stand now with thy enchantments, and when the multitude of these sorceries wherein thou hast labored from the youth, that which thou hast labored from thy youth, and so be thou should be able to profit, and so thou mayest prevail." So the Lord told them to stand by their enchantments that they have been doing since their youth, with their deception, lying, stealing, rape, robbing, murdering the entire world, doing these things that they're sacrificing to their gods. So let's get to this 13 days of preparation of that IUIC has their Passover on the first the beginning of the day, which is crazy, because this 13 days of preparation is the ocular significance May Day, the 13 days of April, 19th to May 1st, which is, let's get us some notable things that have happened on these days. This is a major sacrifice day. The West Wasco Massacre, FBI assault lead to burn down a compound set north of the branch, killing 76 men, women, and children. April 19, 1993. Oklahoma shooting, April 19, 1995. Oklahoma bombing, 168 people killed. These are massive numbers. April 20th, 1999, Columbine High School shooting. 13 murdered, 21 injured. April 16, 2007, Virginia Tech massacre. 32 killed, 17 massacre. Boston Marathon, April 16, 2013, 3 killed, 107 injured. Fertilizer bombing in Texas. 5 to 15 people killed, 18, 19. This is where it goes. And it mostly is known for child sacrificing, being a sun god and fertility god. This is Baal, the name. Elah, Moloch are the spread of across several civilizations being a sun. You see that Elah, let's get a better pronunciation to it. What's significant with that, and then this is how these devils play. This is how they do it. Elah, let's get a pronunciation for it, because that's important when we get to, because they have a new variable. Bear with me. And it's a good thing to learn, always learn and try to get better.
Enlil, Mesopotamia.
Emlu, Mesopotamia. Was a Mesopotamian god, a Sumerian god. So why is that? It's because the new variant of C19, it's called this. Arcturus. And if you want to know what Arcturus meaning, it means it's the fourth brightest star in the sky, brighter constant and Booths, which means plowman, a guardian of bear follower, keeper of the bear, which is the brightest star in the constellation, and is known for being associated with Elum. And when nations used to go with these idols, or when they would always go to their gods before they would go to a war. And it's crazy that they got to a one that is called a guardian bear, or bear. It's a keeper of the bear, which is the thing. If you look into the etymology, keeper of the bear. So on a high holy day, so you know how we measure our time through the moon, our high holy days. Well, these idols usually try to do it with constellation stars, sun movement, always associated with sun goddess, the goddesses of sun, which is crazy because it's the brightest close to Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, which is a bear mean. But it's it means bear keeper, or like by the big dude. So, which is crazy, is the brightest star significant. Ancient Mesopotamia, it is linked to the god Elum, also known as Shaduk, Yok, Shaput, unknown, derived of 3 stars each, of Babylonian stars categorized late in the May of 2000 BC. So you see this? This is all. That's why I read those shit. Stand by their enchantments. They are literally putting forth and these sacrifices onto gods, getting ready, and they only do this usually as nations getting ready for war. So it's all going down. And what does the Lord say? What is it? So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16. I'm going to start at 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me out of those days? The Lord. the Lord's gathering the nations, having them do their sacrifice, having these things. So something real big is going to happen, because you have to do a ritual. All nations beforehand would do rituals to their God before they would go onto war, or before they do conquest, do all that stuff. So this is crazy of a significant thing. Where a link up and matching it with the new variant of the C19. It's not it's a these coincidence. It's two things. So this is that's why the Lord said. I mean, that's why Ezra's. The Lord put the Spirit on Ezra's to say this. Woe is me, who is going to deliver in this days? Because look what we have: uproars of the people, a new bird flu, which is wiping out the bird population. I happened to actually have these things. I did a lesson beforehand checking out about the locusts, which is killing all the birds, which are natural predators to them. It's the place of Egypt is coming. While they're doing these things, are all these signs in the sky. It was the warrior, or when those green things hit, or when the sun hits and causes the green lines in the sky. It was all over the northern United States, Saturday and Sunday, at the same time of a solar eclipse that would in Australia and the Philippines. Signs of the sky. This is the Lord. This Lord is speaking, and it's happening, and it's happening. So, Lord willing, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and powers shall stand in fear, and the beginning of evils. What shall I do when the evil shall come? Behold, famine, plagues, pestilence, anguish, and are sent as a scourge for a minute. So this is the Lord is really just trying to tell his people to repent, and then also to go judgment upon the nations, to a change of the age, because these Australian, these heathen use these signs, and we measure it too, but to measure their signs of their age too, But that's why the Lord said, stand by thy enchantments, and we'll get back to it. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 12. Stand now of thy enchantments, and with the multitude of the sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, and if so be shall be able to profit, and so thou mayest prevail, thou weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now thy astrologers, astrologers and stargazers and monthly proskinators, I always say it right, I don't know, saying, this is also wicked, messing up your mind. Stand up and save thee from these things that shall deliver. So that's what they really think is going to happen. It's not. The Lord is about to judge you, motherfuckers. He's about to do, the Lord is the end. That's why he says stand by. If you read it in the NLT, because it's cold in the NLT, I like it. Come on, motherfucker. Oh, really? Yeah. Slocking. This is I have an NLT hard copy Bible too. I just need to find it again. I think in my car. Now use your magical charms. Use your spells you have worked on all these years. This is verse 12. Maybe they will do some good. Maybe they can help someone be afraid of you, which is the wicked of our people and all these fucking sheep, but not the Lord's men. Because the Lord has not given us the spirit of fear, but of a sound mind. So we're happy. I'm not a person that used to, but I have been as calm as possible through this, and knowing the Lord got us. Cast my burdens upon the Lord. And all the advices you have received has made you tired. Where are your astrologers and your stargazers who predict each month? Let them stand up and save you from the future of your whole. You have got that. Very Tekken, Tekel. Very. These are the end of the days. The Lord has he numbered you. He put a measurement. And we are the 12 parts have passed, and we have the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and you have nothing to do, or you can't do anything about it. Even the Lord prophesied about what was going to happen and how it was. He said the beginning of sorrows. And that Ezra, all the prophets have correlated to even the Lord of all these days of Jacob's trouble, of the the judgment of Babylon, Ezekiel 36 chapter, 35. All these chapters, 25. Is it 25? Let me see, 25, 23. Let me see. Those are Jeremiah 23. I don't know. But the virgin daughter, all Revelations, all these books. Bear with me. And they're really coming down. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but the elect say those days shall be shortened. So that's why you think the time is driving fast. But we're going to jump up. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For the nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And all these are the beginning of sorrows. And they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated for all nations. So you see all these famine of the word bringing out, putting on, as they're firing these news anchors and doing all these things. But what is that doing? That's bringing forth of them be able to put hate towards us, to the men of the Lord, or willing I'm of the number, to show, bring forth the famine of the word and get people with their enchantments to hate the prophets as they did before and try to kill us. But the Lord is shortening these days. That's why I said, if it was possible, if the Lord, except these days be shortened, no flesh shall be saved. Everyone would die, because they would kill the only men that are standing up for righteousness, and they would destroy the world by doing these things. Because Esau he's an idiot. He's destroying the very place that he lives. It's just like you're such a hater. Or someone eats like everyone has roommates. Imagine like you just want to have control of the whole house, that you're willing to like not pay the electricity, not or the gas, all that stuff, just because you're mad because someone has more TV time than you. That's how Esau's a bitch ass person. He got the spirit of the woman on him, and so this is the Lord's really judging this place. So I had articles, but it's getting a little too long. But look at this bird flu, a new strain of bird flu, the avian influenza bird flu. H5N1 strain is causing a variety of new problems that have killed more than 58 million birds. So even the whole creation earnest for the sons of God to be manifest. Romans the 8th chapter, and the scientists of the variant is wiping out everything numbers will never seen before. They never had it, so they got it. And even when you get into these bird things, you have a whole security of biosecurity. Because animals, I have been around chickens and stuff, and you have to shower in and shower out. And then once a disease is, they'll close the whole block down, because sometimes they'll just kill the birds, because they're dying. You just wake up and all of them are dead the next morning. This is how these diseases work in the farm. But this is the Lord said He was going to bring famine and great death. And why? Because many miseries shall be done to them that have walked in the great pride. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So that's why these locust systems, check out the lesson, the famine, the wars, the uproars of the people. Look at all these things that have been going on. And the Lord said, He said it was in the very same time as the visit the world He has made and caused and create. And that's why. And then when all these plagues hit, because now you're seeing people have the spirit of vengeance on them, killing each other. You have never seen as many people against each other and killing each other as they've been before. Look at that. This is Sirach chapter 39. And why I'm bringing it up, because the prophets before me and prophets before old prophesy against many countries. war, of pestilence, of great evils, because this place has it. The Lord measured times and times and other times so kingdoms can be set up. He look at when our kingdom was falling down, the bubonic plague, and that was one. The smallpox, which is designed that only the Lord can design it, because the smallpox was so bad that the stronger your immune system is, the worse it killed you. So it destroyed all the strong ones. That had to be the Lord. Now Esau is trying to be God and trying to say that they can create one, because they're not. But they're using these words to put witchcraft on the people as they're doing a ritual in the air. So that's why we are, and this is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39, verse 1. But he that is given his mind unto the law of the Most High is occupied and meditate therein, and shall seek out wisdom of the ancient and be occupied in prophecy. This is why so when we see prophecy, we know that evils are coming on this earth. And this is verse 28. Drop down to 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay sore strokes, and the time of destruction they pour out force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So it's even angels right now that are in charge for all the pestilence that are facing the earth, dropping the seals or the and then it's spirits that the Lord puts on people to judge people, and it's been going off throughout the earth, judging people all day long, killing, murdering. Murderings have been going up, killing family members of just regular things. People bugging out. The Lord is judging the place that He has created. He is really showing that He is God that ruleth in the kingdom of men. So, so much stuff is getting these articles, man. But that 13-day of thing, as they're doing this, the new variant, it's something. This is a religious movement. Let's look at. Let me see. Slovakia, bear with me. I will punish these, Hosea, the 13th chapter. I will punish these in the days of Baal who use offer, sacrifice, and adore him with gold and armament. But a hybrid eclipse it was a hybrid because eclipse during the 13 days leading to Bethany, Egyptian principles and internal balance of Abraham. This is some bullshit. Let's not get into geometry, I just went into a different article while I was scrolling down. But these are the things that the Lord, these satanic holidays, and holidays always tend to do with victory or preparation of war. So with that, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash, the water Yah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash, the water Yah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash, Shalom, Shalom, the water Yah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Shalom.